On this episode of the Always Go Big interview podcast, I get to interview Roones. Roones is one of the most unique content creators on this platform. She does art, she does comedy, she does videos. You need to check out this interview and find out why she's so awesome.
Thank you very much, everyone, for joining us on today's Always Go Big interview podcast. We have a special guest today. Roones is our guest for the Always Go Big interview podcast. Roones, how are you today?
Hey guys, I'm good.
It's a little different time. I'm in the morning, and where you're at is in the evening. Is that right?
Yes, now it's 8:30 in the evening.
That's past my bedtime, I think. Well, thank you so much for coming on. You know, I see your content, and you have a unique style that I wanted to highlight in our series, Always Go Big, Thinking Big, Doing Big Things. And you have a unique style that I think is phenomenal. Tell us a little background of how you got started.
Well, as you know, I'm an artist, so I must be unique. All artists are unique. I started by painting mainly. I used to paint. I have a Roones character. She's a female girl, so I painted every time. Mm-hmm. So I started that I was first on Facebook. I started selling my paintings through Facebook. Mm-hmm. Then after social media expanded, as you know, Instagram became famous. So I started posting my paintings on Instagram and drawing Arab celebrities mainly. Mm-hmm. And tagging them. I started tagging them. So they started reposting their paintings on their pages.
Wow.
After that, I got a lot of followers from them. Around 5 years, it's been around 5 years. I stopped drawing celebrities because now I have my brand is big, you know. Mm-hmm. So I started selling my brand products. Mm-hmm. Which are, everything is customized. Mm. For example, you want to paint yourself on a bag, you send me your image, I paint you on a bag and send it to you wherever you are in any country.
Wow.
So like that, everything expanded and I became like worldwide. Mm. And now I decided like to go to LinkedIn. Mm-hmm. Because all the business people are in LinkedIn. Mm-hmm. So I target mainly, and I'm doing a new project. So I decided to go to LinkedIn and expand my work there.
That is incredible. That is really awesome. Now, two-part question. What moment did you realize that you need to do video? And then when did you realize the video was really working?
Well, I started my videos long time ago, like 10 years ago. Mm-hmm. I started, every time I paint a painting, I sit and video record myself. Mm. So I got a lot of followers from that and viewers. My brand expanded very much and I started selling a lot of my brand products. Anyone can learn this, you know, it's not difficult.
Sure, sure. How about the questions that you come up with? Where's the inspiration for those? Because those are really popular on LinkedIn. The comments and the views are really, really good.
Well, I don't think much. Okay. Whatever comes to my mind, I directly ask it.
I love it.
You know, I do everything for fun. My job is for fun. It's not like for making money and whatever, you know. Yeah. Money will come if you like if you love what you do.
Yeah. And I think that comes across in your content and I think I posted about it the other day, or when I'm coaching folks here in Las Vegas, it's like, no, this isn't something that's heavy on you. You should enjoy it. Only produce content where you really enjoy it. And that comes through in your content all the time.
Well, yes. If you try hard, I think it won't work. It must be fun.
Yeah. Now, negative thoughts. Somebody may be watching this and thinking, well, I'm not like her. She's pretty. She's got style, creativity. I don't have that. And they have these negative thoughts. How have you overcome some of those negative thoughts?
Well, I think you have to quiet your mind.
Mm.
Like you have to be, to have self-awareness, to know what's negative and what's positive, and then you can like create your own world. You can become positive if you want to,
How do you
but
do
it
that?
needs a lot of practice. It's not
It,
easy
okay.
also.
Yeah, yeah. So at first you just continue to force yourself to do that, huh?
Well, yes, but I think everyone should start like making content.
Sure, sure. How about some real life experiences, like when someone wants to use your services? I saw you were drawing gorilla burgers, and you had
Yeah.
option A or option B, and people voted on what they thought. Very clever stuff. What type of customers do you work with for your agency?
Well, mainly I work with all types of customers, they who wants to build a brand. So if you
Hmm.
want to build your own brand, I can make a logo for you. I can make a website, an app. But mainly I like to draw characters,
Okay,
So I
okay.
don't like normal things.
Yeah, yeah. You like to draw characters, and is that something that is from scratch, or do you get inspiration from other pieces of content?
Well, it should be from scratch. If you want to create a brand new
Hmm.
brand, you have to make it from scratch.
Yeah, yeah. Very good. How about do you have any real life success stories of someone that may have followed your advice, maybe one of your customers, and was successful?
I do have, but mainly I don't memorize names, but they
Yeah.
get inspired from me. They can do like what I do. Example for my content, they can copy it and create their own.
Yeah, yeah. Kind of take your structure and then create their own content.
Yes,
Yeah.
my yes, they can like copycat my content, or
Mm.
because it's successful, you can do like it, and you can continue like that.
Well, that's great. So any advice that you can give to folks that are artists that may not have considered video? Is there any piece of advice that you can give to them as far as what they should first do?
Well, I think most people will fail miserably in life, and never know why. But they should keep like pushing themselves and try to work hard on themselves. When
Hmm.
you're happy, passionate, and filled with purpose, only then you will be successful.
Got it. That's really good. Do you have any projects coming up that you can share a little bit about?
Well, no, I keep them as a secret.
Good. Okay. Good. Good. Good.
I will surprise you later.
Yeah, yeah. Let me ask you this: as far as publishing the content, how often are you publishing on LinkedIn? One, two, three times a day, or do you have a pattern?
Well, sometimes I post 3 posts per day, sometimes two if I'm like busy, and sometimes one if I'm super busy.
Yeah, yeah. And is there any type of pattern, like you do one in the morning, one around midday, one in the evening, or do you have any kind of pattern with that?
Yes, that's what I do.
Okay, just kind of
One
space
in
it
the
out.
morning, one in the evening.
Yeah. Yeah. Have you generated any business where someone sees your content and they reach out and they say, "Hey, how do we work together?" Does that happen?
Yes, I got a lot of messages lately.
Oh,
So
good.
I'm just teaching them what they should do,
Yeah.
but I'm not doing it as a business. It's not my job. I'm a designer and an artist.
Interesting. So they're asking you to do that for them.
I just help them how they should start.
Yeah, yeah. No, that's good. That's good. Well, this has been quite a treat. We want to keep it short and be respectful of your time. What if somebody wants to get a hold of you? What's the best way to inquire about your design services for their business?
They can through LinkedIn
Okay.
and through Instagram. My Instagram account is Roones Shop, but it's mainly filled with art. So my design services are all on LinkedIn.
And then is there any particular type of client that you work best with?
Well, mainly marketing companies and design agencies.
Okay.
you know, and people who wants to build their own apps, because I'm focused on apps.
Okay. Mobile apps or web apps?
Yeah, mobile apps and web design.
Okay. Okay. Well, awesome. Well, Roones, thank you so much for jumping
And
on. I know you're extremely busy, so we're going to let you go. Remember, in business and in life, never go small, always go big.
thank you. Bye.